Hello Year 6, it is Thursday the 21st of January, it's Miss Airy here, and we are going to have our final video from me this week, as tomorrow you will be doing a reading for pleasure activity which will be emailed through to you later on this evening. Okay, so today we are going to finish looking at our short stories. We're going to look back, if I open up the document that you have been sent, I'm going to look back through Teeth. Well, I really like that story from last week with our tooth fairy and our troubled child who wants more money, and looking at the quite serious story of Cheers, thinking about the ghostly visit from Dave Lex, who stops the drink driving incident happening. And your job today is to compare the similarities and the differences between these quite different stories. But the more you think about it, there actually are quite a few similarities as well. So just to remind you, the Venn, you will write everything in this section here for teeth. So just summary points as to what are the key notable points about teeth. Talking about the characters, the storyline, the themes of the story. Writing here in this section for the same about Cheers. And then in the middle section, things that appear, things that happen, things that you've noticed about both stories. So quite simply, I might start in this section with teeth, and I'm just going to do a couple of demonstration points for you here. In teeth, I might say that it is about the tooth fairy, and might change my colour here. Forgot my bullet points. About drink driving. I really am just summarising that point there. I'll probably go into a little bit more detail later on, but just to say what both are generally about as the first bullet point, that makes sense. Now, one similarity about both of these is the Tooth Fairy and the drink driving stories. They both have this kind of non-human character appearing. And I would say that is true for both. I mean, obviously we have the Tooth Fairy as a non-human character, and in Cheers we have this future ghostly appearance of future Dave Lex, and that is definitely something out of the ordinary. Now, you might not have used the word non-human. You might use mythical, you might use fantastical. I don't mind, but as long as it makes sense for you how you word that. So one thing I might then add to teeth is very clearly it is about a greedy girl who wants more money for her teeth. And over here on the side of Cheers, I might say it's about a couple whose lives are saved by a strange visit. Now, one thing I have noticed, and this definitely would go in the middle, that's quite interesting that both characters, both main characters, or both protagonists, as we would say in Year 6, are female. So that's an interesting point. That does refer to both stories. So female protagonists. Here's my space. Protagonist. So I've just started you off, but as I said, there will be a lot of things that you could say about Teeth and Cheers, and also a fair few things as you start to think that will come up in the middle. So if you could draw out this Venn diagram on a piece of paper as best you can. You might want to find two circular things to draw around, or however you'd like to draw this. And we would really like to see the ideas that you've come up to compare these two stories. Right, well, good luck, Year 6, and I will speak with you again next week.